everybody, today I'm ranking every single Through the Fog 2 level. Through the Fog 2 is just an unofficial sequel to the game Through the Fog, which is the predecessor of Dance. And so let's start with our first level and the tutorial, Devoid of Sorrow. So Devoid of Sorrow was the most recently added level, I believe, and the tutorial which can be replayed after installation using the code of tutorial. I don't have a hate or a love for this level, it's kind of neutral. It's just a tutorial, what you'd expect. Simple, yeah, just shows you what the game is. Lets you know what type of game you're about to play. I don't hate it, I don't love it, like I said, so I'll give it a good 6 out of 10. Moving on to our next level, we have Void of Mystery, which is one of the first levels added into the game. I really like this level's soundtrack, so that definitely ups it up a point. And I like to think this of official sequel to the tutorial. As you can see, the colour palette in the tutorial changes to that of Void of Mysteries just before it ends. My favourite part of the level is about 40% because, well, the soundtrack slaps. And you know, the level just kind of looks cool at that point as well. It's got a lot of moving stuff and, you know, requires skill but also a bit of running around and in total, I think that Void of Mystery is actually a really cool level and very good for a first level about the family game. So, with a grand ending with a bunch of spamming, yes, spamming, I will rate this level a good 8 out of 10. Next, we have Botanics of Linger. Botanics of Linger is personally my favourite level in Through the Fog 2. I love the soundtrack and the colour palette's interesting, but it still looks good. My favourite part is probably around 20%. It feels much less empty there because you're on a path going over the water, I assume. How it's slightly tilted is kind of annoying as well because you have to sort of keep doing like double clicks. Another one of my favourite parts is 60% because yay, the trees are growing back! What I find a bit stupid is that it says 100% just before it ends, meaning we're probably at like 102% by the time it ends. So, I will give this level a 9 out of 10. Oh great, this level. Well, let's just be brutally honest, I do not like this level. I just think it's quite blind. I find it really boring and hard to tell what's coming next without sort of like guidelines in the game. My favourite part in the level is probably the end. Other than that, probably 30% because it's the most designed, because you know, you're on the water with ice, trees in the background. I also like 50% though, because you know, you're in a cave and it's not actually like the rest of the level, and it kind of gives me the crystal from Dancer Man vibes. But again, my favourite part is just upcoming. The end. I am sorry, but I do not like this level, meaning I'm probably going to rate it an unfortunate 2 out of 10. Oh well, here we go, Blaze. Well, it's not bad, it's not good. It's got, you know, its own unique style to it other than the other levels, but I just can't find a strong connection to this level. I always die here. My favourite part's probably about 60%. It looks like a volcano just before it erupts. It looks like it's themed over hell or maybe a volcano. You can see this level in loads of different ways and you can pick which one you'd rather see. But it's not the worst level out there. I guess I kind of like it. This bit just looks like really thin, which is good, but it feels also a bit empty. They could have added some spikes coming out the walls or something. But it's not like I know how to fix it, so I'm just mentioning it. 90% kind of looks like almost maze. I like the song slowly dying down. It's a good ending to the level. You could say I like this level. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Moving on, we have Train of Thought, which is one of the most recent full levels other than the tutorial, and gotta say, I quite like this level, and you know, it's quite colourful and has the same sort of colour palette as Dream of Sky Colour, and I quite like Dream of Sky Colour, so I quite like this level too. My favourite part is probably around 50%, ignore my spamming, and I quite like 70% too, but 50% is my favourite. It makes me think of Deep Breath, which is also discovered by one of the developers of this game, KH Echo, I believe it is. But Deep Breath isn't my favourite because it's quite, well, uninteresting and boring. But this level kind of changes that because it's got a lot of different parts with different obstacles. I mean, of course, but different designs for the obstacles. I really love the music for this level. The design, again, isn't my favourite, but like I said, I quite like this level, so out of all, I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Continuing the train of thought, we have a Train of Thought Colour, which is just a remix of Train of Thought really, because yes, David kind of changed the colour palette, but why would you need more colour? Because you already coloured in the original version of it. After all, I kind of like the original version, the music more, but this version is cool as well. My favourite part again is, 50%, because this is the exact same part with only a little bit of a different colour. Overall, I think this level is kind of the same with Train of Thought. It is just the same level with a different colour palette, which makes me not really like it. The remix of the song is cool though, I like that, so I'll rate this a good 5 out of 10. Honestly, there's not much to say about this level. This is old Botanics of Linga. It's basically Botanics of Linga with a few minor changes. Just copy and paste everything I said on Botanics of Linga into this level and downgrade it by 1 point. My favourite part is still 60%. Because still, yay, that trees! No, we're not doing that again. Anyway, there's not much to say about this level. I don't know if it's still available because I tried getting it again now, because I recorded this in mid-July and now it's the end of August. And I tried entering the code again and it didn't work, so if it's a different code now or something, I don't know. But I'll give this a 7 out of 10. It's the same, but different at the same time. Oh my god, I absolutely hate this level. Please. I don't even want to spend that much time on it, but oh my god, this level is so bad. It's just a beta version of, what's it called? I mean, just look me in the eyes and tell me this was sight readable. Look me in the eyes. Now, normally I'd say my favourite part of this level, but I don't have a favourite part because I would say the end, but the end is still in this level. I hate this level. Now also look me in the eyes and tell me that you think waiting in line this long in the middle of a drop of this song is actually a good choice of gameplay. Genuinely, I really hate this level, and besides, it's minor because it's a beta and the actual version is much better on actual Through the Fog. So I'm going to rate this a literal 0 out of 10. Whether you know or don't know, I started making this video in the middle of July. It is currently the end of August, and so there's a lot of new stuff. So a level called Lullabies of Serenity was built along with Dusk of Deception, Annoying Forest, a rebrand of Deep Breath, and Head in the Lullabies. KH Games himself becomes obsessed with the new menu.
I am really obsessed with how this turned out.
Although not in the game yet, Error of the Vineyards gets announced for September 8th and then got downgraded to August 31st. Apparently a level called Head in the Lullabies now exists as a code level, but I can't find any information on it and don't know what code is to get to it. Remix of Botanics of Linga, Flora of Linga is coming on August 31st as well. And finally, Endless Mode got released just earlier today, and yes, KH Games, it is quite self-explanatory. Getting straight back into it, we have Lullabies of Serenity, which is quite a cool level in my opinion. I only just now started playing it, but I feel like the first, 40% is quite boring because it's just nothing. However, that is until 40% again when it starts to get a bit more less boring. My favourite part is about 60%. being honest, I genuinely did not know what to do at this waterfall until I realised you could just go straight through it. This level gives me a lot of head in the clouds ideas because of the flowers blooming and, you know, opening up and the little cube flies out of it, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I really don't know what else to say about this, so I think I'll give this level a good 7 out of 10. Oh my god, take it back. Everything I said about Botanics of Linga. This is my new favourite level in Through the Fog 2. I only just played it a few minutes ago, and oh my god, like, I'm speechless. It's just, look at this. There's a transition in this level. There's a transition. This is never seen before technology. That transition bit was definitely my favourite part, but I'm not going to replay it again. Wait. But oh my god, there's even a fake ending in this. Look at that. Oh, and yes, I did indeed fall for the fake ending. And then fall off the map. But yes, oh my god, this level is good. Like, 10 out of 10. For Deep Breath, I'm going to put the lake version and the regular version side by side because they're essentially the same level. Deep Breath is a level that was lost in the files of Through the Fog, was meant to be official and was scrapped because it didn't suit the vibe of Through the Fog. And KH Echo, the developer of Through the Fog 2, or one of, found this, I believe it's him, and stored it on the game, and now they've got the lake version of it. My favourite part is the start, and to continue my suffering they made me wait a full 20 seconds without clicking to beat the level in a straight line. But it's a calm level for each of them, so I guess it's valid. So after all, I'll rate the normal one a 6 out of 10 and the lake one a 5 out of 10. And for the final level as of right now, but definitely not the least, and I'll probably make another video on this game again soon, we have Annoying Forest, which was another Through the Fog scrapped level, but I don't know, I think it was a test one, this one. Okay, I just looked it up, it was a scrapped level meant to be the second level after Peaceful Stagnation. Stop dying! It's really not much, because it's, you know, it was never finished, I don't think, but it's definitely something. It shows what they were planning to do, and I quite like it. It is definitely annoying with not a clear path. However, this level's quite short, so I'll just rate it a 5 out of 10. That is all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Finally, this video is finished. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you think of the stuff in the comments. And bye!